Aloha and welcome. My name is Deepa. This is Let's Evolve Together, and this is your weekly Pick a Pile tarot reading. Thank you so much for being here. I'm super excited about this reading today. What we're going to do is see where you're showing up on the Wheel of Time in the major arcana. So which one of those major arcana cards in the tarot deck signifies your energy and your life experiences right now, as well as getting messages from our galactic ancestors and guidance from them at this time. So this is set to be a really beautiful galactic reading, a lot of life purpose, life mission kind of energy, destiny kind of energy. As a lot of you know, Pluto moved into Aquarius today. So we're channeling this energy as we dive into this reading. And Aquarius is very futuristic and really does well with galactic energy. So that's why I want to do this reading today. So we're going to see how all this plays together and what messages are going to come through as a result for you. Okay. So in alignment with all of that, I have a really special way for you to choose your pile today. My wonderful friend Deb sent me these oils from her teacher from Egypt, and basically, I've got 3 different choices for you here today, and you're going to choose the one, and basically it'll be pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and then that will be your reading for today. Okay, so the first one for pile 1 is Goddess Sekhmet. This is a heating sort of oil for courage and strength. So you can see it has that root chakra energy. So if you're feeling like you need that grounding energy, you want to feel, or you have stuff coming up that has to deal with safety, security, understanding the self, knowing your place in the world. Wow, this is really warm tones. Wow, I think I just found my new favorite oil. Maybe this is my reading for today. But it's sweet and warm, really aromatic in that way. Okay, so that's the first one, Goddess Sekhmet. The pile 2 will be Goddess Isis. So of course we're dealing with the crown chakra here and the higher chakras. Complete opposite of this one, right? So this one, Goddess Isis, is heart healing, mother love, and magic. So let's see what this one smells like. Yeah, this one is a lot more fragrant, more flowery. Smell, it reminds me of some of the flowers here in Hawaii. Feels like it's dancing in your nose kind of energy. Okay, so that's pile 2. Pile 3, we've got the blue lotus. So if you've been working with your throat chakra a lot, you've been doing some astral traveling, lots of dreams, this may be the pile for you. We've got higher dimensions, dreams, and the crown chakra. Ooh, okay. Ooh, wow. This is actually pretty earthy. Wow. I feel like this is almost the middle tone, middle smell of these two, which is interesting. Not too flowery, not too sweet and aromatic, not as grounding as this one is. Okay, so if you need more time, pause the video, but those are your pile choices, and we are going to start with Goddess Sekhmet, pile 1. Let's just smell that again because it was so good. Wow. New favorite oil. Okay, so we're going to leave that here while I read your pile. Okay, and let's start with how you're showing up on the Wheel of Time, okay? Where you're showing up in the Wheel of Time. How is pile 1 showing up in the Wheel of Time? What is a good card as a significator for pile 1? Okay, you've got number 13, Death and Rebirth. Would you look at that? All that red showing up. Wow, okay. All right, I feel like whatever's going on right now, don't worry. This is to bring you into more stability, more grounding connection to your true soul self. As you go through this process of, I know it's a hard word, but decomposition, I feel like there's this falling away of an old you. As you go through this process of decomposition, a portal opens. And it's like an inner eye opens to your future and to your future self and what you are becoming and who you are becoming. I feel like you're getting a lot of assistance at this time with the Galactic, so I'm really happy that you got this card. I feel like they're really focusing their energy, attention, love, and healing on you at this time. You are getting the support that you're craving. If you want to try to do some work with your guides, for instance, even if you don't know who they are, I would first set an intention that you are only working with the guides that are for your highest good. And then I would just open up to their energy and how they want to work with you, because I feel like they're very much surrounding you at this time. They're supporting you. They're helping to give you strength and courage to move through this massive transition and transformation that you're going through. And as the old pieces fall away, it can be a very deceiving time in the mind, because we can tend to get confused, like what you were is not what you are or are becoming. So you could feel a lot of fear and insecurity coming up as a result. So they're really trying to help you to feel safe, secure, and loved in your healing process. Some of you may be going through a dark night of the soul. This cloak makes me feel like you are completely protected and loved, so there's no reason that you need to worry. And this is going to bring a massive expansion to your personal and spiritual growth, and it already is. So when you're in need of maybe extra strength, courage, fire at this time, if you're feeling really down, like watery, for instance, and you feel like you need more fire, call on Goddess Sekhmet to help you. All right, we're going to put that over here on the I don't know what you call it, little tri stand. Okay, let's get that in. Oh. Okay, let's see what Galactics. So basically, this is our Galactic deck by Lisa Royal Holt. I want to see what star families are working with you the most closely right now. So if you are being this supported by your guides, who are they? Who is that star family that is supporting you through this challenging time and through this major spiritual transformation? So they want me to pull 3. I love working with the Galactics because their energy is very tangible, and they love synchronicity, and they love proving to you that they're real. At least that's my experience of the Galactics, because they are real. It's very easy to get in touch with their energy. And because they're working so closely with us, it's very easy to feel their energy and to recognize the signs and synchronicities that they're giving us. It's really, really tangible. Okay, so let's have 3 cards for pile 1. They've gotten the number 13, Death and Rebirth, and they've gotten Goddess Sekhmet. Okay, what else? Okay. You've got number 95, way showing. This is serious future. You've got number 86, equal value philosophy. This is Pleiades future. And you've got number 42, blind enthusiasm. This is the Pleiades past. Okay. So I feel like you are basically being worked with the Syrian High Council. You're being worked with the Pleiades group. You may feel a really strong connection to the Egyptian gods and goddesses. So I'm glad that they're here supporting us at the start of the reading through the oil choices that we have. Just trying to get the basics out first here. Okay. So basically, you may yourself feel like a Syrian or a Palladian. You've got what feels to me like quite a few, well, actually, let me rephrase that. What it feels like to me is that future versions of yourself particularly, I think the Pleiades is coming through to you now to help you through this big transformation that you're going through the death and rebirth cycle. I feel like you have Syrian guides with you. They're showing you the way to the future. So as these old paradigms that you've built up and old ego structures that you've come to live through start to break down, and I feel like through the death and rebirth process and through that big healing and that big transformation, you're probably getting a lot of downloads and visions about how the future could be for you in your dream state or through astral traveling while you're sleeping. So these may be visions that you're not completely aware of quite yet. I really feel like they're taking your hand and trying to pull, it's like they're trying to pull you out of the muck of what you once were. Not that that was mucky, but at this point, as it's decomposing and breaking down, it can feel extremely heavy as you're trying to pull yourself out of that to get ready for that rebirth. It's basically like the caterpillar, the butterfly. I know everyone uses this metaphor, but it's perfect in this way because once the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, they literally become mush before they transform into a butterfly. They decompose completely. That's the stage you're in. You're in that stage of actually getting ready to come out of that muck and start to form into a new being before you gain those wings. So you're at that point of transition from complete decomposition into starting to have like some form of a body, and they're pulling you through that stage. They know that you're a little shell-shocked at this point. That's why you have extra guidance around you at that time, and they're trying to really work with your third eye and activate your ability to see a little bit more the bigger picture and into the future so you can see where this is all going, because they know how much that helps, especially when you're in a stage that feels so completely heavy. If you can see the purpose of it or get the bigger picture of it, it can really lift you out of that heaviness and that mucky feeling quite quickly. So they are actually trying to work with your third eye quite a bit to open your ability to see what's possible and to be able to put all the pieces together, like why you went through the things that you did, why you had the challenges that you did, for instance. So you can start to see the spiritual lessons in it and start to move toward, oh, I see what this was all for and where it's all leading to. And we're not yet to the point where you're going to be able to see exactly what you want yet. I think there's still some confusion about that. But, okay, they're also working with your meridians and bringing balance to your whole body system. I feel for some of you, this can be very ungrounding, like this massive death experience, like spiritual death I'm speaking, can be incredibly ungrounding. So they're trying to keep your energetic body harmonized, balanced, and very close and connected to the earth. So I feel like they're really trying to show you the way into through this transition and transformation and into the future. So there's a lot of future versions of yourself that are actually trying to help you through this challenging time. Okay, so equal value philosophy. Now the Pleiades are coming in. I do feel like the Syrians are working more with the root chakra issues. They're going deep with the healing stuff with you. They're helping you to go through, like, for instance, the shadow work. They're the ones that are really working with you closely on transforming and integrating the shadow and any emotional experiences that have been challenging. And this is deep. Like, they're working with you on a very deep level. And I feel like the Pleiades, I feel like this is more higher philosophy, higher understanding, higher chakras. So as the Syrians work with your shadow and your healing journey, the Pleiades are helping you. Once the Syrians help to activate and open those chakras, the Pleiades are helping you to see higher resonant perspectives of the way you could live your life next. So also, we got two 14s here, by the way, with the 95 and the 86. That means we've got two 5s. And remember in the beginning when I pulled the card, I just said 5. I didn't actually say 95. So that's interesting. We've got two 5s right here, and that's the number of change. Okay, so equal philosophy. Okay, so this is basically what I feel. So this is the introduction of, and maybe that's why you're listening to this reading, maybe the galactic connections that we all naturally have, maybe our galactic history, all of this kind of thing, maybe it's new to you. So what they're trying to show you is how similar we are to them and how close they've been to us from the very beginnings, and how they were the ones that really, they were the ones that helped seed and create the earth that we have today, as well as the people, you know, our understandings, our ability to operate as humans, the DNA that we have, it's quite extensive. So basically they're saying from the beginning, we've wanted what's best for humanity. And so I feel like what they're wanting to tell you is don't fear, don't worry about their influence on humanity, on the earth. It's not new. They've actually been cultivating the earth and its peoples and cultures for eons. They want you to know that their philosophy is love and to live through love, and the higher frequencies of integrity, authenticity, compassion, collective connection, conscious connection and cooperation, all those types of things, that the way you feel and what you believe about what's right in the world and how to live, etc., is how they also feel and believe, and that you guys are one and the same. So I feel like they're just wanting to and just by the way, one of the biggest compliments that we can give to our galactic families is this relational, we are the same type of exchange and cooperation, instead of seeing them as a group that is higher than us or more powerful than us. They want us to feel like we are equal to them, because we are all working together for the greatest vision of our universe and all the galaxies and all the worlds that it holds. And we can't get to that point where we're working with them in a very healthy, conscious, and pure way if we feel like they're controlling us, or they're talking down to us, or that they'll punish us in some way. They're not scary parents or the police, for example. They're not some sort of controlling authority that wants to dictate and control our lives. So they want us to see them as equals. And they're saying that once we're in our own empowerment, that is truly when this relationship can thrive. So they're encouraging us to step into our power. And part of the reason why you're going through this major transformation, death, rebirth, is because you're done with those old cycles, and this is going to this rebirth will bring you into a place of your own power, clarity of mind, and pure heart, which is what you've been after for a long time, I'm hearing. So you've manifested this place in the cycle, in the wheel of time. You've created this. It could feel ungrounded, it could feel shaky, it can make you nervous or anxious or bring up fears. They are wanting you to know that you're being loved, watched over, and protected, and to not worry. That the way that they're showing you the way forward is it matches your beliefs, it matches what you've always wanted, it matches what you want to create in this world. So keep going. And then this is from the past. So this is a 6. We've got 5 leading into number 6. Pleiades past. So this is what you're working through, group number 1, the blind enthusiasm of the past Pleiades incarnations. So in Lisa's deck, she has past versions of all the star races, present, future, and parallel. So when you get a card that says the past, these are lessons they had to learn that were their own challenges, their own spiritual lessons, and outlined their own evolution and what they had to do to grow and evolve as a species. They went through, also what they want to tell you, they went through similar experiences, maybe different storyline, but very similar experiences as we're going through on Earth, and they had to learn hard lessons too. And that's why they can guide us at this time, because they've been through it, they've come through it, and they have certain tools and practices, just as the Syrians do, to get us to that next level of our evolution, to bring us into fourth density consciousness, which is based on unconditional love and equality, and not top-down control, abuse, or victim mentality. So we're really growing out of all those old paradigms, because not just us individually, we're done with those things, but the world is done with that. Reality, that timeline is what's collapsing. So, okay, let's see what this past is about. Blind enthusiasm. So they want me to read this one from the deck, and that's okay because I'm still learning the galactic history myself. And these stories really help. Okay, a habitual pattern of the Pleiadians when they were a young species was to become very excited about an idea and implement it without thinking it through. So now we're connecting into the parallel energies of the Aries season. The fire sign of Aries, the cardinal energy of Aries, tends to want to jump into things without thinking about them first. That's the tendency. So we're matching that right now in the Aries season. They want us to be more conscientious about this, more thought through. So what are the far-reaching implications of these actions? For instance, becoming very excited about an idea and implementing it without thinking it through. Who benefits and who gets hurt from this type of thing? Take a good look at the times when you may have done this in your current life. In the eyes of the universe, there are no mistakes. However, everyone has the responsibility to see beyond their own excitement and try to make choices that support the whole rather than simply the ego's desires. Okay, let me tell you about the past of this card. It refers to a time when the Pleiadians were a young species and very idealistic and enthusiastic. Like a big puppy, they often excitedly bounced from one plan to another without thinking things through, sometimes offending or hurting those on the other end of their plans. This is a quality of most young people and species, and through lessons learned, they're saying we eventually grow out of it. The Pleiadians today still have a tremendous amount of enthusiasm, but it isn't so blind any longer. They've learned patience, temperance, and respect in regard to others. One of the significant signs of a matured person or species is they can make decision with their eyes fully open, and I did see that for the Pleiadians. They came through, their eyes were very open. I didn't say it out loud, but it was a focus of the vision I saw. One of the significant signs of a matured person or species is they can make decisions with their eyes fully open and never infringe on the rights of others, force a reality on others, or become self-centered in their plans. The Pleiadians have achieved this state, but humans are not there yet. If this card has come up in your reading, look to see if Pleiadian karma is coming up, or a memory of yours is coming up to be resolved. Okay. So they're maybe also trying to show you the way, right, with this Aries energy that we're in right now. Before you jump into something, good, be excited, follow your excitement, but think it through. How would this play out? Can you kind of see into the future in that way? How would this play out? How can I not manipulate in a bad way, but how can I manipulate this in a way where it will work for everyone, where it will feel good for everyone? Well, it will support all involved. And how can I channel my excitement into more conscious cooperation with this new idea, this new endeavor that I have? So don't go into it blindly. Think of everyone involved equally. So whatever's coming up for you, it seems like something big has come up. You're being asked to see all the players on an equal playing field. You're being asked to think, look before you leap. You're being asked to have a strategy and a plan. And you're being asked also to learn from past situations where you may have not looked before you leapt and people got hurt as a result, and to do things differently this time. You have an opportunity, like with this death and rebirth to do things differently this time. And that's really beautiful because that means you've grown and evolved, and now you're getting the opportunity to do it right. So, wow, I love it. I love it for you. Okay, let's see what, oh, wow. Okay, we'll put those back in, but I did see the 10 of Cups. All right, so can you show us in the tarot how, let's see, how about the next best step for this group, for group 1? What is the next best step? What is the next best step? Okay, the bottom of the deck is the 7 of Wands in reverse. Okay. Okay, give me a moment. I'm just going to tune in. We've got another 5 here. The Hierophant. Princess of Pentacles reversed. This is the Buddha under the Bodhi tree, by the way. Here we have a Merkaba symbol on the shirt with looks like a baby in the middle. A key in his hand. Prince of Pentacles and the Princess of Pentacles. Interesting. The Prince of Pentacles is upright. And the 6 of Pentacles. So for you guys, for this pile, this may have to do with the way that you earn money. A new opportunity or a new idea could be ready to birth out of you. The Princess of Pentacles in reverse. This is interesting. I feel like upright, she is ready to give birth. She actually looks like the Empress to me. She has 10 flowers here near her side. You can't really see those. There they are. She's holding a big Merkaba symbol, sacred geometry, lotus kind of disc in her hand with a yin yang on it in the middle. And she's got 10 flowers here. I feel like this is the energy of, I feel like she wants to throw this pentacle up in the air and see where it lands. This could be the warning that you're getting, like, don't, make sure you look before you leap. I feel like you're done with something, you know, which is why you've got 10 flowers here, why you've got the Death card. Something's dead, done, and over with. You're moving on. I feel like you're almost wanting to cast your luck to the wind and see how it comes back to you. I think they're just saying, you've got something precious here, like she's about to give birth. You've got something precious here. So getting in reverse, I feel like it's a bit of a warning, like, be conscious how you use this, because I think what's going to mean the most to you is doing something with integrity at this point, and staying in your own alignment, and really using all those lessons that you've learned. I think that's what's going to really fill your cup. You did get the 10 of Cups as it spit out. To completely fill all those cups, you are not going to want to bring the past into the present. You're not going to want to do things the old way. You're going to want to learn to do things in a new way, have a new creative approach. These are spiritual lessons. So this Princess of Pentacles in reverse right next to the Hierophant indicates that what's happening here is a massive spiritual lesson. Of course, going from death to rebirth usually is. As this old part of you falls away, take the lessons with you. That's what I get with the Hierophant. This is the Buddha under the Bodhi tree. He has a key in his hand. You've been given the key to your happiness. Of course, with that 10 of Cups coming out, this opportunity that's come in for you is destined and is aligned with you and fated for you. So tread carefully. And it's not to say like tread with fear. This is bring love with you. Bring the higher learning with you. Bring the evolution with you. Bring the bigger picture with you. And constantly, how do they say that? Have your head on swivel. Keep your head on a swivel, seeing all sides as you maneuver down this path through this opportunity, keeping everyone on an equal playing field, doing what's best for everyone involved while you follow your excitement and pursue your dreams through your heart. The Prince of Pentacles is on his way. As long as you do this, I feel, you're on your way and nothing can stop you. He's riding a bull. I feel like he's got the disc that she's holding. It's a different pattern here on the disc, but I feel like he's got it in between both hands. He's got control over it, and he's guiding this ox forward with this disc in mind, with this opportunity in mind. And a page, or the Prince of Pentacles, I think is the page in this deck. I feel like the energy of this is, this is new for me. I'm starting something new. I'm a beginner again. I have the beginner's mind. So that's also a Buddha quality. I have the beginner's mind, and I have focused determination and drive. I also have the strength to move forward, and nothing's going to stop me, because now you have your passion like you've always had, but you've integrated the shadow. These are the spiritual lessons. Because of that, you have so much more of your consciousness on board to work with and to channel through your life's mission and purpose. So you're so much stronger than you were. And then, okay, so you did get the Six of Pentacles in reverse, which is success in reverse. Where am I? Okay. Oh, yes. And the Seven of Wands in reverse. So let me have a clarifier for this Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is the same, but the higher energy in reverse. Temperance and Six of Pentacles both represent the ebb and flow of the yin yang, the infinity symbol, our divine masculine energy, our divine feminine energy working in tandem, our light and our shadow working in integration. We have more to learn. I feel like what we're getting here is, and the reason they want you to be cautious, or just conscious, not cautious, I'm going to say conscious in your approach with this new opportunity, is there's still more for you to learn from the patterns that once brought you down in the past and didn't allow for your destiny to manifest for you in the way that you wanted. So your difficulties that were marked by behavioral patterns in the past, they may be less now. That addiction to that behavior pattern may be less, but there's a film left over from it. They're still wanting you to learn from, and that you still need to learn from. If you go about this opportunity with a conscious approach, you'll be able to course correct yourself as you go. So if you notice yourself coming out of alignment, dropping into an old behavioral pattern, or maybe an old way of thinking that wasn't supporting you, for instance, if you go slow, you can realize what's happening, course correct, and get back into alignment with your integrity and how you really want to do this thing and how you really want to direct this thing. Because what they're saying is, this is the test. It's a test. And so if you really want to make this happen, you've got to use all your tools, bring all your everything you've learned, and keep your guides close and steady as she goes along the journey. So yes, you can move forward. They're just wanting you to do it with the eyes open. Be aware of your shadow. Be aware of how it can self-sabotage. Be aware of who you want to be now, how that didn't work for you in the past. Have all your faculties on and working for your good and in support of your new life. That's how it feels. Because getting this is basically a mirror. The Six of Pentacles and the Temperance are the same card. They both have this same thing going on with giving and receiving, or ebb and flow, right? With Temperance, you've got one cup pouring into another, and it's a motion. It's a card of energy and movement. That means something's still playing out. There's something you're still contending with. It's the same energy as the Two of Pentacles. You're still trying to understand something. You're still trying to understand an aspect of you that was in charge before, and there's a new aspect of you that is more pure, that's wanting to come through, the Hierophant. your purest version of you, the innocence of you, the baby on the shirt. It's like the truth of who you are and the purity and the joy, all of that. Keep that in mind as you navigate this journey, and keep realigning with that destined path and your truth. Keep aligning with your truth as you go. And then let's see the 7 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like with this one, the reason why it's in reverse, they don't want you to be defensive. They just want you to be grounded, stay clear in your mind. You've done this before. It's a new thing now, but it looks similar. There's certain things that look similar with this new opportunity. So don't walk around in the dark with your blindfold on, because that way of operating didn't serve you before. It may have served you so you can learn some lessons, but it didn't serve like where you wanted to go in the end. So stay in alignment with your truth, operate through integrity, keep your eyes open, and use your tools. So whatever keeps you aligned, your meditation, your chanting, your mantra repetition, your yoga, your Tai Chi, Qigong, just exercise, spending time in nature, spending time with supportive people. Be very aware of what you're eating, what you're listening to, what you're watching. This is going to be a challenge, okay? You don't get the Hierophant for nothing. If you want this level of evolution, you're going to have to work for it. This is your next best step. You have ancestors and tons of galactic guidance at this time. They're saying you can do it. They're going to show you the way. If you're ever wondering, or if you ever have questions, or if you're ever doubting yourself or anything about this, go to them. They're here for you. They want to support you. Ask Goddess Sekhmet for that strength and that courage to move forward. I feel like they want you to do this. They just want you to do it consciously. Does that make sense? So don't back away because you think you're going to fail, because you feel like you're fearing dropping into your old patterns. Like this might trigger your old stuff. That's not what this is about. This is about facing, let me word this properly. This is about growing into the truth of who you are through challenge, through adversity, by testing yourself in a way, in a good way. Okay? This is the Syrian mystery schools. This is how they did it. They would put you through real life experiences to learn spiritual lessons. And you're getting that now. And we don't have Syrian mystery schools on this planet at this time that I'm aware of, but our guides can guide us through the lessons and give us the roadmap to get through these challenges in our lives, very similar to the way they did it in the Syrian mystery schools, and give us the tools on how to approach those difficulties. So ask your guides, spend time in meditation talking with your guides. If you don't hear back from them, keep asking, and also ask to be certain messages to be revealed in your dreams. If you feel like in your waking state, it's too hard for you to connect with them, ask them to show up in your dreams to make it clear, to make it obvious, and to make everything that they want to say to you make sense to you in the way you need to hear it, okay? So I feel like there's nothing to worry about. I feel like this is your next step. They're just trying to show you this is the next step. This is how we want you to go about doing it. This is how you'll be successful. This is how you'll get that 10 of Cups. No blind enthusiasm this time. That's the past. I just keep hearing equal opportunity. Okay, so this is for everyone involved. This is a growth opportunity for everyone involved also. So if you've got certain players involved you're worried about, this is for everyone's growth and benefit, okay? Okay, interesting reading, you guys. Love it. Okay, let's go to, this is going to take a turn into some more detail. I'm going to use this deck. It's called the Kipper Fortune Telling Deck. I rarely use it for my readings. I thought it would be, it's hard to find a place for it, I guess you could say. It's a very specific deck. So I wanted to see some more details on this situation and how it might show up. Let's pull 3 cards on this current situation, this opportunity that's being presented to pile 1 and how they should navigate it. I think we're getting a pretty clear idea here. Can we have some more details? Okay, they're giving me 4. Okay, I'm gonna put these on top. We've got child in reverse. We've got occupation We've got 5 cards here. Toil and labor, great fortune, and journey. Okay. All right. First off, I feel like this child in reverse is the inner child. I feel like what you're working with here is some inner child wounding in your shadow. Kudos to you for going into this realm of your past. These pieces that you collect, these feelings that you acknowledge, any wounds that were shared between you and another, all those experiences hold a certain amount of your energy, a certain amount of your love, and a certain amount of your consciousness. Once you start to acknowledge those experiences and those feelings, the energy gets released and unlocked from being stuck in a certain experience pattern. It gets unlocked and released back into your field, and you receive it as love. It's you, it's your energy, it's your consciousness. Keeping these pieces of these experiences and these feelings or untapped emotions, for instance, separate from ourselves encourages more separation and causes more pain and suffering over time, maybe even disease. The fact that you are bringing your inner child back home, allowing her to integrate, her experiences to integrate with yours, allowing her to be heard, felt, and seen, is why you're now at this next level and why you get to experience this new level of growth. So I feel like, again, the energy of this being about mission or work or life purpose is coming up. You got all those pentacles, and right here in the middle, you have 2 cards on work and career. So you've got occupation, and then you've got toil and labor. Toil and labor is this energy of doing something for the money, doing it to get by. It's barely getting you by. So it's survival mode. I feel like you've been operating within that for a long time. This side is more creative. She feels like she's not as exhausted. It looks like something she's interested in. You know, it's her work. So I do feel like there's this energy here of the thing is, with both of these, it feels a little head down to me and not seeing the bigger picture. So with everything that they've said already, right? With everything that they've said already, I feel like they're wanting more letting go and more trust and more seeing the environment around you and not just trying to get through it. They really want you to thrive. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you're going to thrive through your mission, I think there's this question of like, what's your perspective on it? You know, are you just trying to make ends meet? Are you just trying to pay the bills? Or are you trying to serve your overall mission and what you want to offer humanity? I think if you bring in this perspective of, how do I want to serve? You know, why do I do this work? What's my truth here about why I want to offer this service? And not focusing so much on, you know, will it pay this bill? Will it pay all my bills? How much can I make a week? How does that equate into hours that I'm working? How many hours am I working? Is that working out in my favor? It's a completely different perspective. They want you to just blast that wide open and think more in the terms of, what am I offering to humanity and why? And how is this serving them and also serving my heart's excitement, passion, and mission? There's a different play of creativity that's going to happen. More joy and excitement will be tapped into in that way, as opposed to like toil and labor, hour for, you know, each minute for a dime kind of exchange. And maybe that's why you're getting so, like the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. There's this imbalance of giving and receiving that's still happening for you, wondering, you know, when's it going to happen for me? When am I going to have that breakthrough? When am I going to feel like I'm being supported, you know? I think part of this has to do with your old belief systems about money, about what you deserve, and about what you believe you can have. So all that's coming to be contended with at this point in time. You're going to want to probably look at your beliefs, what you still believe about yourself and your future and what's possible for you, and how you could shift those, get a new perspective, and make it fresh, make it different, give it the bigger picture life. Follow your guides on this. Ask them for guidance on how to do this, how to break from the old patterns and how to see things in a new way, how to do things from a galactic perspective. What's the futuristic? Remember, we've got Pluto and Aquarius. What does humanity need from me? What can I share? What's my part in it as we go into this age of Aquarius, this new age? How does that look for me and as a result of being that person now? Wow, what a shift from where you're coming from. So this is massive. This is like your second incarnation in this life or something. This is a really brand new you. And because of that, and look at this, right next to it, this new perspective is going to bring great fortune. What can you offer? What can you bring to the collective at this time? We're all needed here, every single one of us. You can't get through Pluto and Aquarius without each one of us offering something. That's what this is about. Aquarius is about the people and the power coming back to the people. This isn't about, only certain groups of people having all the abundance. This is going to shift. We want that equality, equal value philosophy, right? We want to all be seen as equals, treated as equals, and be able to have our fair share and having the good life. And I feel like this shift in perspective from I'm the victim or I never get what I need, that Five of Pentacles energy, that really needs to change. And once you shift your perspective, however you need to do that, and please ask for help, I feel like the abundance is really going to come in because you're opening up. It really doesn't have to do with like, oh, I never get what I need, and it always comes from an external source, and that's how it shows up for me. This is like, how can you shift things internally so that you can attract things externally that will support and be in your favor? So there's this mirroring thing going on. And I feel like that does come from your inner child wounding with all those not good enoughs or not worthies or I'll never or I'll, that kind of thing. Anyway, it feels like this opportunity is going to take you on a journey. You've got another 10 here, a 9 on this end, a 10 on this end. You could be with these transits that are going on. You could be going overseas, crossing massive miles of land. You could be, taking some pretty big journeys to fulfill this mission, or your guides could be taking you to other places. So, or this could be an inner journey, right? This is a whole new world you're going through inside. And with these conscious approaches, it's a whole new experience, just as if you're going to a whole nother country and having to do things in all kinds of different ways that are new for you. This is what it's going to be like. These approaches, whether you stay in one place or travel, it's all new. And it's going to feel like, bringing yourself into a new environment because you are truly in a new environment. You're not operating through those old systems anymore. So, you might be going on a journey soon. You could have money coming in. I do feel like there's a shift in perspective that's being brought to your attention that's needed. And keeping your tool bag close and used in a good way. What's the word I'm looking for? Just keep using your tools. Don't move on this journey. It's like packing your suitcase. Don't go on this journey without them. That's kind of how it feels. Okay, so let's now go into the guidance cards, and I've got 4 decks for you today. So what can pile 1 ask themselves at this time about this particular reading they've gotten? What would help me feel safe in opening up? I think this is so true. You've got the mallard. The card says dabble. I mean, wow, you've gotten courage, strength, and got a Sekhmet here. And remember I was saying this is about the root chakra, security, safety, connection, trusting, a lot of money stuff here. So what would help me feel safe in opening up? That's something for you to ask yourself, for you to journal about. You can ask that question before you go to bed to your guides. What would help me feel safe in opening up? Show me in my dreams. How can I go about this? How can I approach this? I want this new beginning. I've always wanted this. I'm nervous that my old stuff is going to sabotage me. That kind of thing. How can I go about this so it doesn't? So I can operate through my new faculties as a new human and through everything I've learned, for instance. Okay? So now let's get the direct guidance from the guides about this reading for pile 1. Direct guidance for the guides. Appreciate the beauty of the moon. So this, I feel like, represents the emotions. To calm and center yourself, or to simply experience awe, gaze at the moon tonight. Absorb the purity of her energy and sublime presence. Yeah, and I feel like this comes down to this full moon that's coming up on April 6th in Virgo. There's bound to be some emotions that come to the surface. As with every full moon, there's a releasing, a letting go. And with the Virgo energy, there is attention to detail and a lot of details coming up in your face. So keep your energy grounded and calm. Keep your head out of the work. You know how this is all head down, not looking around, not enjoying, you want to enjoy your life as you move through it. The Galactic guides are always saying, play, have fun, be creative, be curious, enjoy, and you will attract us. You will draw us closer to you. We love that energy. We love when you follow your passion and your excitement and your dreams. It doesn't mean you do it blindly, but this isn't all about suffering and work. They want us to have fun while we're going through this experience and to enjoy what's around us. So if you're feeling nervous or anxious or fearful, focus on an object that brings you or helps you feel calm, an object that's really appealing to you, and look at it, gaze at it, meditate, merge with it, and start to recognize the qualities about it that are calming, that are beautiful, that help you feel expansive, and really describe it to yourself. Merge with that energy, and soon you'll have noticed that your nervous system is more clear and calm at that time. Okay, so star families, what do you want to say to our beautiful pile 1? Star family. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Yep, I think that's pretty clear with this reading, yeah? So trust, especially with those feelings of insecurity or scarcity mindset. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Okay, our final card. I love this deck. It's called Lightworker Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Such a great deck for those as Lightworkers, Starseeds, or those with a very powerful mission at this time. So let's see. What do you guys want to tell pile 1? Syrians and Pleiadians, our beautiful galactic brothers and sisters. What is your message? What is your final message for pile 1? All right, we're going to read this. Of course, I didn't take it out. 4th ray of harmony. This is a 6. So now you've got a 6 upright. You had the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Now you've got a 6 upright. This is beautiful energy. This is heart expansion. There's that infinity symbol that shows up with the 6 of Pentacles. You've got balance. Your third eye. There's that third eye activation and opening I was telling you about that we were getting in the beginning. The 4th ray of harmony comes to you now with the qualities of beauty, harmony, and balance. This is that Venus energy of appreciating the beauty around you. It empowers you to complete a spiritual initiation. Interesting. Any conflict you experience now serves your divine purpose. It will eventually become the fuel you need to be born anew. Something negative will be transformed into something positive. The Archangel Gabriel helps you to receive the blessings of the 4th ray of harmony now. When the 4th ray of harmony is active in your life, you are approaching spiritual initiation, which creates a whole new person. I was saying that, a whole new you. A new you, that's what it says. Initiation may begin with feeling torn between 2 choices or realities. We saw that. You may wonder if you have what it takes to get through this. Oh my gosh, this is exact. Oh my gosh. You do, it says. You have the strength to get through this. As you discover your strength to be patient with the process, oh my gosh, rather than trying to force an outcome prematurely, eventually you will outgrow the conflict altogether, emerging as a wiser, more powerful you. You will have gained a positive outcome from what was once considered to be a negative situation. When the 4th ray of harmony becomes stronger in your soul, avoid becoming scattered, out of balance, or swinging from one extreme to the other in thoughts, actions, and emotions. Remember I said keep your tool basket close and stay grounded. You will need to keep grounding yourself and being moderate rather than all or nothing in your life choices. This is that temperance energy, that 6 of Pentacles. It's all here, you guys. This will create your successful outcome more swiftly than trying to force something to happen immediately. The challenge and the gift with the 4th ray is the increased sensitivity to beauty and engenders, this is why we got that enjoy the beauty of the moon. This will also help you, by the way, connect with your galactic guides by looking up at the stars and getting those light codes and those activations and those healing energies from them. Music takes on a whole new emotional depth for you. The beauty or chaos in your environment and even the colors you wear have more impact on you than usual. You can use this increased sensitivity to your advantage by choosing art, music, and colors and so on that feel good for you. Kind of what I was saying about choosing an object that feels good for you and merging with it. The mainstream is still operating in a fear-based energy. With increased sensitivity, you can at times be more affected by this. If you're experiencing increased negativity, depression, doubt, fear, or emotional instability, this is likely why. You can overcome this without shutting down. When you sense it happening, respond with a loving discipline. You might meditate, journal, dance, create art, listen to music, exercise. These are your tools. Have a bath, spend time in nature, or bringing yourself back to balance. This ray has a special connection to the arts and guides you to create. You are encouraged to trust your own creativity, to enjoy it, and to use it to help heal yourself and perhaps others too. Okay, oh my gosh. When Archangel Gabriel enters your life, there will be an emphasis on the use of sound for healing and balance. So the words you use, affirmations, for example, and invocations, will be very powerful. So will music. You may use sound to help balance and restore your energy. You will know when it's worked because you will feel happier and find life simpler. You may not immediately solve an issue, but start doing what you need to take care of yourself, knowing resolution is on its way. Okay, here's an invocation. If you guys want to finish with this, we'll put our hands at our heart in the prayer position. You can just bring your focus into your heart. You're welcome to close your eyes. I now accept of my own free will the blessing and grace of the fourth ray of harmony. I call upon the grace and assistance of the universe and Archangel Gabriel to help me find balance, wisdom, and creative approaches in all areas of my life. I ask for unconditionally loving assistance to outgrow my problems in my life. I ask for divine mercy, compassion, and tenderness to help me grow into all that I am divinely destined to be. May the art and beauty within me find authentic expression in the world. May I be held from within and grounded in my center as I approach the portal of initiation. May the unconditionally loving masters and angels that serve on this divine ray of light bring it into the hearts of all beings for the greatest good. Through divine mercy, will, and grace, so be it. Wow. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is what I'm saying with the galactic energy. It's so tangible. They're right here. You can feel them. They're showing you they're right here. They're through synchronicity, right? So thank you for your energy, pile one. Beautiful reading. This is going to be an incredible season. You can do this. I know you can. You've got all the grace in the world guiding you through. Okay, so I'll see you next time. And namaste. Oh, and if you want a personal reading, please go to let'sevolvetogethertarot.com. And please, as a powerful exchange for this reading, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Aloha and welcome, pile two. This is your reading. I'm so excited about this for you, as all the first reading was really powerful. Okay, so you have chosen Goddess Isis, Heart Healing, Mother Love, and Magic. Okay, so let's bring that scent in. What was that? Wow, that was the really flowery one. Yeah, it reminded me of Hawaiian flowers. Beautiful energy. Okay, so we'll keep that here near Ganesh. So yeah, the Ganesh energy is already coming through for you. So removing obstacles on your path. New beginnings is what I'm getting for you. But let's see how you show up in the major arcana. Where are you at in the Wheel of Time, pile two? Where are you at in the Wheel of Time? How are you showing up right now? What's going on for you? The Hanged Man. Okay, yeah. Maybe just that energy of like stopping to smell the flowers, because the hangman represents a pause in the journey, and it's a pause had on purpose by the person experiencing it to get a bigger perspective, a different perspective, to try to see something in a new way. So I feel like you've placed yourself a bit on the back burner, pile two, and I mean that in a good way. you've gone introvert, you've gone inside to stir your magic cauldron, your pot, to see if you could conjure up a new beginning, I'm hearing, or a new perspective of self, a fresh start. You're also doing some intention setting. You're doing some spell settings, doing some spells. You're working your magic internally. So for you, externally, there may not be a lot showing up, but internally, you're going deep within, has this energy of the hermit. Of course, this is a 12, which is a 3 in numerology, which is the energy of the Empress. So you're going into you're in creator mode. That's what it feels like. And to be in creator mode, you have to go within and create, pull from what's within you to create a recipe for where you'd like to go next. So I feel like you're conjuring up intentions and making like a vision board. You're in this space of trying to figure out what you want and trying to see things in a new way, to get a new angle on what you might want. That kind of energy feels like, of course, Ganesh, because you may be feeling a little stuck. Maybe that's why you're going within. You want some movement forward on your journey. You're not feeling like you can get going yet. And so Ganesh can come in to clear the obstacles in your path to help you move forward on your journey. I feel like this is a conscious choice, though. I do feel like you can feel stuck at times, and you may feel stuck at times. I also feel like you're enjoying your time here in this internal, introverted space where you're conjuring up your own magic and you're discovering more about yourself, and you're doing some intention setting. Very new moon energy for you. You may even be in Aries or have an Aries moon, perhaps. I feel like you're learning a lot through your heart right now, and it may have been what has sent you deeply inside. So you're going through and on a heart journey and experience through certain life lessons. And so this has sent you deeply inside, and you're just kind of moving around and about in that place because you're going through a lot emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So let's see what star family is working with you the most closely at this time, is wanting to give you a message, is wanting to share. Okay, I did get a pile of cards. I'm gonna keep shuffling because if they want to come back out, they will. Okay, we're getting a lot of talking here. Okay, yes. So this really feels like it goes with already what I was picking up on. So let's read this. Okay. We've got a number 81, which is a 9, a number 71, which is an 8, and a number 70, which is a 7. You've got 7, 8, and 9 here. Wow. Okay. So learning to nurture Zeta Reticuli, the present. Number 71 is homing beacon, Vega, the future. And then complete surrender is Lyra, the future. So, wow. I can see why you're in this hanged man energy, and I hope by the end you can see why too, and it will help you feel more comfortable in this place of pause if you're feeling anxious or like you want to get going. So I feel like you're learning to nurture yourself big time. I feel like you have been nurturing yourself and you have been learning this lesson big time. This could, if you feel stuck in any way, this could be why. You could feel like you've mastered the art of nurturing yourself. Maybe not. Maybe for you, this is a whole new world and you're just learning these lessons. But I feel like, learning to nurture the inner child within, doing your shadow work, has been a very big focus for you this year, if not the last couple years. I'm feeling it more this year, though, and into next year for you. That's why I feel like your energy is in the Hermit card as well as the Hangman. I feel like you're going within to try to find yourself, to try to integrate more of your consciousness within, the rest of your being and life. You're learning a lot about yourself and what you need. You are learning to trust your feelings and allowing yourself to experience your emotions like full scale, full scope. You're learning to hold and nurture and care for the wounded parts of your being that have led you down paths that haven't really lined up with where you end up, where you really want to go. So you've got the Zeta Reticuli working closely with you at this time. For them, it's this energy of, we have come to a place in our evolution where we are finally understanding it may not have been the greatest idea to evolve or program ourselves to the point where we had no connection with our emotions whatsoever. And because I think they experience the emotions as being messy and complicated. And I think what they're realizing by observing and watching humans is this full spectrum. I'm getting again for you, full spectrum, all the colors, all the emotions, all the feelings, and how beautiful that makes you as a spiritual being, how much more big and expansive and evolved that makes you as a spiritual being. They've separated themselves in a way. On one level, they've gained quite a bit of evolutionary understandings, mechanics of the universe, time manipulation, temporal dynamics, for instance, being able to move through space and time, manipulate timelines. It's that kind of energy. It feels like science, it feels like technology, and it doesn't feel like very human. It doesn't feel like, for instance, the Pleiadians are the opposite of this energy, where they dive deep into sensation and into feeling to find their evolution, to find their enlightenment, their liberation, and their freedom. This feels like you are getting to know that side of you in like full spectrum, allowing all of you to be on the table, understanding how to work with all of you, and then understanding a conscious way to connect with those in your environment through this new approach of you, through the new you. The 9 is a destiny number, but it's also the number of the self, where you come to stand in your power as a sovereign being. So this is a very powerful card to get. I feel like it's because you're doing this work or about to do this shadow work that you even got this card, and it does represent you coming into a deeper aspect or a deeper knowing of yourself. I love that you got Vega and Lyra, the two originating manifestations of physical consciousness in our universe were the Lyra and the Vegan civilizations. I feel like, so the homing beacon for me, for instance, for you, feels like you are starting to feel that pull, that magnetism, and that draw toward what it was like in Vega, toward the way that you used to live your life, and you miss it. There's a nostalgic feeling coming up. It feels like it's in the heart. Like I said in the beginning, there was like a heart. Your heart is leading the way through spiritual lessons. You're getting a lot of spiritual lessons through the heart, and I feel like it's bringing you inside to go deeper and deeper. I feel like there's a connection to Vega through the heart. You're missing home. You're longing for home. You might look to the stars a lot and feel sad, feel abandoned, feel without your home, for instance. So this is like the energy of, and if you can see closely on this card here, there's a mini being here, almost looks like a child coming from this great big being. If this was the Vegan civilization or the star system, for instance, you were sent out on this earth mission and you felt separated and abandoned from the whole and the pack in a way. I feel like you're learning how to nurture this part of you that at some point in this life also felt that repeat story of feeling neglected in a way where your emotions weren't considered, or how you felt wasn't considered, your emotions weren't heard or held, and you felt alone or abandoned because of that. You are working with that shadow aspect and learning not to operate through it, but learning to integrate it and understand it so it becomes part of your power now. I feel like being the future card here, they're saying you can have this way of life on earth again. You can have this again. this was never meant to make you suffer. There were certain things you had to learn and go through, and you chose before you got here. That was the point of your earth incarnation. You're learning those things, and you can create your life to feel like that energy, like it was in Vega before the civilization was destroyed. And then Vega and Lyra were both sent out into other star systems to try to recreate and rebuild their lives. Everything that you're feeling is a call back to source. And that's what's guiding you. That's the homing beacon. You're feeling God or consciousness or Shiva calling you back home. That's why your intuition, you should trust your intuition the most right now. Allow it to guide you on this path. Allow it to teach you when you're in that internal meditative space. Not a lot of outward action is being taken right now. You're putting pieces together internally. It looks like the building and the sealing off of a puzzle to see the bigger picture. You are processing. It's a time for you to get to know yourself, not necessarily a time for you to go out and make things happen. This is where the complete surrender card comes in for the Lyra in the future. Like I said, they went through a period of time eons ago where their civilization was destroyed by other star races that were not doing things for the good of all, but were only thinking of themselves. And they had a beautiful, harmonious civilization in Lyra, and they had to come to this place. So you did get 70 into 71. Interesting. 789 also, of complete surrender, letting go of what was to try to recreate something new. And you're being asked to do that in your own life now. Like, your childhood was one thing. Your experiences up until this point, however old you are now, that was one life. This is a whole nother world. This is the new earth. This is the 5D or the fourth density consciousness. You're growing up. You're adulting in a galactic way. I feel like letting go of what was, letting go of that original, what we built, what we had, what we were, how amazing it was, truly surrendering to where you're being led, trusting consciousness, trusting God to guide you on your evolutionary path. That was the first step, right? Letting go, looking back on Lyra, watching it disappear as they flew to other star systems to try to recreate their lives, rebuild their lives again. They tried to take their home with them wherever they went. They tried to model, they tried to do things better. They tried to learn from what happened, and now learning to nurture all that was wounded in that past experience and those past lives through their line, through the ancestral line. And you're still healing those wounds to this day, and it's showing up in different ways. Maybe a father wound, for instance, or a mother wound, not feeling the love and nurturing that you truly needed as an emotional, sensitive being on this earth plane. You could definitely identify strongly with being a starseed, especially if you're watching this reading. But an empath, no doubt, someone who's very aware, very sensitive psychically. Because of that, the normal way that we were all raised, for instance, before this dawning of consciousness and our new way of conscious connection started to open and thrive and show up for people in their lives, it was very controlling. There was violence, there was abuse, maybe sometimes completely unconscious abuse or neglect. And you're recovering these pieces now, and it's mirroring what happened way back when. And you're bringing like this abandonment, this neglect, this even abandoned yourself at one point because you were trying to survive. You're coming out of survival mode, and I think you're still processing all this, and you're still really getting to know yourself in so many ways. So for you, this is a deep dive in. Through this process, you are going to gain enlightenment, evolution, a whole new perspective, a new horizon will show for you soon in due time. I think you're asking, how long is this going to last? Enjoy the details of processing and transformation. Enjoy getting to know yourself. Take yourself out on dates. Get creative. What kind of things do you like to do? Get to know what makes you happy. Get to know what doesn't feel good. All of it. and enjoy the process of getting to know yourself. That's one of your missions here on Earth. If you've had a few missions here, this is one of them. Healing this massive wound, even like connecting to your star family, allowing them to guide you through the healing of this wound. When Lyra and Vega first lost their planets, their star systems, their homes. Allow them also, your star family, to nurture you, to hold that child within you that felt completely disconnected from them and has felt disconnected from them, and express to them how you want to reintegrate those energies and those lifetimes that worked for you back in Lyra and Vega back into your life now, how you want to bring home to this earth plane now, how you want to feel like you're at home here, and whatever it is that you need to do, have them help guide you through the healing process of that, and they will. And if you have a hard time hearing them, ask for them to show up in your dreams. Keep a journal by your bed and try to record right away when you get up. Maybe you can just talk into your phone, for instance, if you don't want to write that early in the morning. So I feel like you're an old soul. First physical incarnation of consciousness in this universe was Lyra and Vega. You're that old. This wound is from that long ago. You've come far. There's some processing that needs to be done at this point. Nothing you can't handle. Your guides are close. I feel like you know that. I feel like you're also somebody who's very much in touch with your guides. So keep working with them. Keep exploring this space. There's still some Pisces energy around you. So like the waters, for instance, you could be a water sign. This feels very much like you want to feel things. You're sensitive. It makes you feel like you're at home to feel things. This is going to help you. Reintegrating your emotions, supporting your own feelings, honoring your own feelings, for instance, expressing them in healthy ways. This kind of thing is going to make you feel like you're at home. Okay, so let's see. Really interesting, you guys. Let's see how this shows up in the tarot for you. So basically, we're asking our star families, what is the next best step for pile 2? I'm going to give these a good shuffle. What is the next best step for pile 2? And this is from your Zeta Reticuli ancestors, your Vega, and your Lyran ancestors. I think for me, I feel like this is really Vega and Lyra led and guided, and this is your true ancestry, particularly Vega. You may very much connect with yoga, mantra, chanting, sound healing, all that kind of thing. Even alternative medicine, holistic medicine, herbs. So let's see. What do you guys want to show that's pile 2 for what's their next best step? Prince of Pentacles upright. 7 of Wands upright. This is so interesting. 3 of these cards pile 1 had, okay? I do feel like flavors of this reading are in pile 1, although it had its own differences that were very different to it. I'm not going to say go watch pile 1. If you feel drawn to, please feel free. Your energy feels way more internal than theirs. They were contending with the challenge of an external opportunity. You guys are contending with the challenge of getting to know yourself through vulnerability and expression of the depths of your being to yourself first, not necessarily bringing it out into the world yet. So let's see what is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, 6 of Wands. They did not get that, but 6 of Wands, victory. So yay, the overall energy and underlying energy of this reading is this will bring you a feeling of accomplishment, success, victory, maybe feeling like you're home, okay? Feeling like you've come home to yourself, feeling like you can now move forward in your life and not be living in the past and kind of dragging this wound along, it looks like. So the Prince of Pentacles is moving forward. You know, you've got control. There's a disc here that he's holding. You've got complete control of this. You've got an ox, a little unruly, right? You may still have to navigate, how do I express my emotions in a healthy way? You yourself may be in Aries. I think I said that before. You may have to learn how to control the expressions of some of your stronger emotions, especially wanting to race forward, race ahead when you really need to sit, meditate, or be patient with your journey. You're I feel like you're good. Like you're protecting yourself right now. It's on purpose. I feel like it's serving you. You need to be careful with who you allow in to your energy field and what you allow in, because you're processing so much. You're so sensitive on a deep, deep level. There's a lot happening internally for you. Also, what they're showing me is they're reworking your energy body, and you're getting a lot of like clearings, alignments, activations, light codes coming in because of that, because so much is moving on energetically. There's even more of a reason to be careful about what you expose yourself to in the world, which is why it's a great time to go internal, go deep, spending more time alone, spending more time at home or with people you trust and know that, you know, they love you and support you. This is a massive spiritual lesson. Pile 1 got this too. Hierophant number 5 upright. This is a time for change, a time of deep introspection. You're going within for your enlightenment. This is the Buddha under the Bodhi tree. That's where he gained his final enlightenment, so to speak, where he achieved final liberation or ultimate freedom, and then where he started teaching. So you're at that place where you're discovering that for yourself. What is your personal breakthrough has not quite been had. Once you have that, then you will be getting the cards that bring you out more into the world. Right now, the energy is moving toward protection of energy, space, and self, internal experiences, and going within higher philosophy, higher learning, meditation, yogic philosophy, ancient texts and scriptures I'm seeing. Whatever you need to do to encourage and support your growth at this time is what they're saying would really serve you. And then the 6 of Wands, this will bring you to victory. You will feel inspired. You will feel like you've achieved something. You will feel like you're ready to start anew at the end of all this. You will be successful in your discovery of the self, is what I'm getting, in creating heaven on earth, bringing Vega home. This is the way to the future, to your future self, is by going deep within to process, integrate your shadow so that you are more whole moving forward and can then bring more of your consciousness into your current life and then into your future life as it would be as a result. So, wow, this is really beautiful energy. So let's see how this shows up with the Kipper cards. These go more into details about what might be showing up in a real tangible way, real in your life kind of thing. You got a lot of cards. Okay, so we've got another 9, and this was a 9 right here, and this one says change. Okay, learning to nurture. This is the time, you know, bags are packed here. There's a big move happening. You might be packing your bags. You might be moving. Something might have happened, and this is why you're spending so much time inside. You're like, is this the right decision for me? This is massive. This is for you. This is for your empowerment. This is for your victory. This is for you to feel successful with everything that's happened. This is a path that can only bring you more into alignment with why you're here at this time and what you need to feel supported, to feel home. Okay, something is dead and done. You've got number 19, which is a 10. It's the coffin energy. This is the energy of, sure, maybe you have experienced someone passing away recently. This is also the energy of 10, a completion of a cycle. Whatever it is that you came to this place, this point in your life to do, it's been done. You are at this, what is the word I'm looking for? Precipice or crossing. You're at a crossing where everything meets. You're not to your next, you're done with one point and you're you're done with A, but you're not to B yet. And you're at this point right in the middle of both, right? That place in the infinity symbol where it all meets. There's this energy for you as well as pile 1. There's a flow here, but you're in suspension. You're in pause with the hangman. You're being suspended right between who you once were and who you are becoming. And you're processing that. Something in your life you can never go back to. It's dead, done, and over with. Could be a way of operating, could be a behavioral pattern, could be a way of thinking, could be a way of doing, or a relationship. You cannot go back. It feels like you know this, and to step into your power, to be able to move forward successfully and be victorious, to be able to move into an environment that feels supportive, resonant, and thriving for you, you may be moving house. That may be showing up for you. Oh my God, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. You literally got house. I'm literally getting chills right now. I'm not even kidding. You got house. 19 to 20. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I am flipping out, you guys. I feel like you're moving house. It's going to be abundant. It's going to feel like home. The lights are on. Okay, mature man, you could be meeting. Okay, so I feel like the mature man could be anything. There's another 5 though. Change, okay? So mature man could be connecting with your father more, a father figure, a grandfather. Could also be someone you just trust, someone who's been a teacher, a confidant. You may be moving to be closer to them. You may not know it. They may be nearing the end of their lives, or this could be a powerful time to continue your healing journey in a whole new way. I feel like you may even be staying with them for a little while you find your feet in your own home. These two are right next to each other. But you trust this person, you want to be near them. And also you got another card, there's the world here, you got the 9, this is Sagittarius energy, travel. You could be traveling, going on a journey. You could be not even buying a house yet, but putting your stuff down somewhere where it's safe with someone you can trust and going to see the world again and with new eyes, with this new person that you are. I feel like you are processing your next best step and you're like, what do I want to do next? Because I feel like this is done. I'm done with this part. Where do I want to go? So you're getting some really strong details here. Okay, family room. This feels like family, like you're going home to family. Something, if it's not family, there's something happening in your life that directly affects you, okay? So whether this person shows up sick, not that it's coming out that way. No, it's not. I feel like the reason you're going home or the reason you're coming closer to people in your life that you trust, that you've known your whole life, there's a matter here that needs to be contended with this person. Could be a deeper level of healing, could be to just spend more time together, could be to take on the family business, could be to, get his perspective and just go in a new direction. It could be anything. It just feels like whatever it is will directly affect you. That's what the family room's about. This is your intimate life. How your environment, your intimate environment, your close environment, it's the family room where you're comfortable, where you're safe. You've got the walls, the 4 walls around you. You've got portraits hanging of people you know. This is something that's going to affect you in a big way personally. That's what it is. And high honor, number 7. Let me feel into this. You may even be receiving, what's it called? Like you may be receiving something from someone's will, like you inherited a house, inheritance, that's the word I was looking for. This is a high honor. Like you feel honored, or money or a legacy, or like I said, could be inheriting the family business. Do you know what I mean? There's something that you will feel very honored to receive, very grateful. You've been recognized in your life as someone important and special, and you've been given high honor because of that. So I feel like you're going to be getting some new news, and it's going to be a little bit of a surprise. I feel like it's coming in as this old cycle shifts out and ends. You're getting ready for this thing to show up. This is big. I think you probably have felt this coming and have been preparing for something but didn't exactly know what. And now the what is going to start to show up, and that's going to make you feel a little bit easier. Like, okay, I'm feeling like, okay, I know why I'm going so deep within, contending with my shadow, doing all this healing work. I know what this is all moving toward. I think you're going to feel like, okay, exhale, things are showing up. I can start to understand the bigger picture of this now. Remember when I said the the pieces of the puzzle feel like they're starting to come together so you can get that bigger picture. That is what it feels like. Okay, so let me just sit here and see if there's anything else. I'm just getting, you will have support. There's a lot of support here. So although you may be in a time where you feel you're working with like being alone, for instance, or being lonely, I feel like characters are coming in to give you a new level of your life, a new perspective on your life, a new opportunity, saying, no, you've got something. You've deserved something for a long time. You've earned something. It's here for you. We've got you. You know what I mean? It's like that. We've got you. So, okay, let's see what you need to ask yourself. I hope this is helping. Please comment below. I would love to hear what you might think this is about. Wow, is it time to reclaim and reinvent the structures in my life? Black-footed ferret, take over. Wow. Yeah, you got that. I mean, I couldn't have picked a better card. Is it time to reclaim and reinvent the structures in my life? I think you're processing this right now. I think you're feeling this. It's coming. So what's the advice from our star families? Like the specific advice here. Wow. Look at the stars. Look up and remember that you are a tiny speck in a large, mysterious universe. Let the magic of the stars connect you to your own special magic. I was literally just telling pile 1 because they got look at the moon or admire the beauty of the moon. When you want to connect with your star family, when you need to feel more connection, more magic, more hope, look to the stars. Allow them to feed you, to nourish you, to support you through that star magic. They are more tangible there. They are more, you can feel them. And of course we have the energy of goddess Isis, heart healing. That's what came up, right? With the heart here. And I didn't even connect that to the oil, but there it is. Mother love. So this father figure also, or elderly man, maybe an elderly woman, and then magic. Just like realizing how all this is orchestrated, how there's no such thing as coincidences, how this all came to breed this opportunity, and seeing the magic in it all, or just seeing the magic in yourself. And that's really evident with the Hangman. You're seeing the magic in yourself. That's your new perspective. So what else does our star family want to tell us? What else does your star family want to tell you at this time? Pile 2, with this reading, what do they want you to know? What else do they want you to know? The Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits and Soul Tribe. Wow, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits and Soul Tribe. And that's why I was saying trust your own intuition really strongly right now. It's very strong. You're spending so much time in this internal space. Where you're being led, you will be guided to because you're listening. That's what's coming through. It's all coming together. Soul Tribe. So maybe you are moving to a new location, and you will be brought there by familiar people, but then what you realize is that you're going to find your tribe through that. This is really cool. So let's see the final guidance for you from the Lightworker Oracle by Alana Fairchild as your final advice, final guidance with this reading, with this experience you're having with this period in your life, the Hangman. And where is this all going? I need one card, please. Where's this all going for pile 2? What do we need to tell them? How do we need to reassure them? Wow. Sticky deck. I feel like there's still some doubt on your part. That's okay. You can feel that. You're still in the Hangman energy, so don't worry. You're allowed to feel doubt. Now we got it. Wow. 5th ray, number 42. I thought we had a 42. Someone hammering next door. That was weird. Timing. Okay. 5th ray of intellectual knowledge. We're going to read this one. Okay. Okay. This is a 6. The 5th ray of intellectual knowledge has come to you as a spiritual gift. You're being given the ability to find information you need, see, understand systems that impact your life, and find clarity in any issue that has seemed unclear or overwhelming. Right on. You shall sort the truth from the lies and learn what you need to know. The The Archangel Raphael now assists you in integrating the blessings of the fifth ray. It's all coming together, you guys. You are distilling a new truth. It may be the truth of discernment, where you realize the appearance of a person, group, or cause is misleadingly different to the inner reality. That's what the Hangman is about, your inner reality. Discernment is incredibly important on the spiritual path. All the more so as you open up to work with energies, with teachers and teachings, and to sort out all issues in your life according to your spiritual principles. That's the Hierophant. Discernment is not judgment, but it does allow you to make informed decisions based on frequency. When you choose to associate with people who are on a higher frequency, everyone benefits. If you choose to associate with people on a lower frequency than your own, you may feel your life moving more slowly, becoming harder than it needs to be. Discernment helps you navigate through illusions and find the real gems. It helps you step back from those who say they want to support you, but who actually just want to take and not give in return. The fifth ray helps you choose wisely and sever unhealthy connections. This ray also comes to you when there is more to something than meets the eye. You will be given the power to discover and understand the truth. Wait until the truth clicks inside of you, and I believe that's what you're waiting for. Until then, keep looking deeper until you unravel the mystery, definitely where you're at. The fifth ray will help you do so successfully. The challenge with the fifth ray is to remain open-minded as you find your clarity. Yeah, that's a big one. Be willing to find more information if you need it. The right answers will come. Be willing to change your viewpoint, that's the card, in order to perceive the truth of the matter. If a system isn't working for you, that's great. I read that wrong. If a system is working for you, that's great. If it needs to be changed, don't be afraid to go into the chaos of creativity and try different ways until you discover what will work better for you now. The fifth ray has a special connection to the worlds of science. Therefore, you are encouraged to be an observer in your life, to experiment with what does and does not work for you. You are invited to pursue any form of science that is of interest to you, whether this be learning, nutritional science, or quantum physics, the chemical composition and healing effects of essential oils, or researching meditation and healing. Yep, this has come up for you in this reading. If these are not of interest to you, it could be simply the application of scientific mindset in your life. In that case, become methodical in areas that can benefit from systems, habits, and structures that replicate desired results. Apply this approach to your exercise regimen, your meditation practice, and any other aspects of your lifestyle that maximizes your potential and supports your best possible life path. Okay, now there's an invocation. So if you want to put your hands at your heart or just sit quietly, close your eyes if you like. Here is a prayer to set an intention for this energy as you go through this. I now accept of my own free will the blessing and grace of the fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. I call upon the grace and assistance of the universe and Archangel Raphael to help me discern truth and find the information and understanding that will enable me to feel peace and experience penetrating insight in my life. I am thankful for the gifts of intelligence and understanding that help me live my best life in service to love. May knowledge serve the liberation of all beings through unconditional love and divine mercy. Through my own free will, so be it. Wow. Beautiful reading, pile 2. I just want to thank you so much for your energy and this gorgeous exchange. As a powerful exchange for this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I'm accepting people for readings on my website, let'sevolvetogethertarot.com. Go there to book, and I will see you for the next reading. Thank you so much for being here, and bye for now. Hello and welcome to your reading, pile 3. You chose the Blue Lotus Oil, which was higher dimensions, dreams, and the crown chakra. So I am definitely feeling like your dreams have been a really active place for you lately. You're getting a lot of messages through your dreams, doing a lot of astral traveling, and even having a lot of experiences in this direction, right? The relational direction of the 3D realm, that lead and are leading to spiritual lessons and realizations. So for me, this feels like you are up in the higher chakras and doing a lot of work from past lives and even into future or parallel lives in the dream state and the astral realm. Okay, so let's see what your, I'll put that right there so it's present for the reading. Blue Lotus. So yeah, I feel like you are coming into your own enlightenment and learning how to work in multi-dimensional awareness and learning how to work with your multi-dimensional gifts. So I feel like you're really integrating that into this third dimension, and you are moving into fourth density consciousness. So you feel like a longtime practitioner to me, somebody who's very well versed, rehearsed, and practiced with your spiritual tools, with meditation, your understanding of galactic history, whereas a different pile felt more new to galactic history and understandings of how the galactics have grown us and affected us throughout our lives on this planet. So you guys feel like diehards, I guess you could say, very strong, clear energy. And I feel like now you're working in the higher realms and with more intricate challenges in other dimensions. For instance, you could be resolving issues from parallel lives or past lives or future lives in your dream state. You may not be getting a lot of sleep. You may feel tired or like you have had a very busy night, for instance. Let's see, where are you at in your cycle? How about we start there? How are you showing up in the Wheel of Time? Where are you showing up in the Wheel of Time? Pile 3. Pile 3. Where are you showing up? Where are you showing up in the Wheel of Time? The Hermit, number 9. Okay. Yeah, so this kind of goes with the higher realms to me. Astral travel, dreams. You're exploring your inner space more than anything else right now. That's what I feel. And for instance, you may experience this time of all this big astrological shifting more for you. It's like the coming online of your psychic gifts or your spiritual gifts in a more tangible and useful way. Like, how can I use this for the greater good kind of thing? But I feel like you're doing a lot of experimenting. Like, how can I manipulate time? How can I jump timelines? How can I heal the past through my dreams? How can I meet up with people in my dream state or go astral traveling? It feels like that. It feels like, gosh, the word isn't coming to me right now. Lucid dreaming, is that what it's called? But it feels like that's the energy of this group. It feels like you're learning how to work with magic in a way, or all the dimensions of the universe, not just this reality. So I feel like you've done a lot of healing work already. Like I said, I feel like you guys have been at this for a long time, and you're now, you've learned those deeper, harder, shadowy lessons, and now you're up in the higher chakras. And now you're like, what else is there? What can I do with this? How can I share it? What can I channel, right? Some of you might be mediums and channels yourself. What can I channel and bring through that I can offer the humanity and the collective? That's what I feel like is going on for you guys. This is a blooming of the crown chakra. Okay, so where did I start with this? Sorry guys, give me a second. Okay, we start with the galactic cards. Okay, I'm gonna give these a really good shuffle, and what I want to see is, with these new spiritual lessons that are unfolding for you, with your new understandings of your multidimensional self, with you being placed on mission and where you want to take all this and how you want to serve the collective at this time. What star family is working with you the most closely at this time? Who is showing up, traveling in other dimensions with you? Who's helping you in this dimension? Sorry, the cards are not wanting to shuffle. Let's do it another way. Okay. What star family is present right now for pile 3 and this inner journey they're going on through their psychic awareness, through their multidimensional awareness? Wow, Lyra presence. We've got the Lyrans on board. Lemurian era, Earth past. Wow, okay. We've got some Lemurians here. Sharing cultural ideals. And for you guys, I'm going to do one more. Embracing family. All right, let's see what we got here. We've got a nice big mix. Okay, 15, courageous. Number 6, courageousness, the Lyra in the present. Number 47, which is an 11, Lemurian era, Earth past. Number 66, sharing cultural ideals, the Pleiades present. And number 80, embracing family, Zeta Reticuli in the present. Okay, you guys have 3 cards in the present. I feel like just off the bat, right, you're channeling Lemurian lives, Lemurian incarnations, and you're wanting to establish that in the new earth. I kind of feel like you're on that Atlantis Lemurian experience timeline where you're wanting to bring through what worked and do it better this time. You're wanting to bring through the magic of it and create it here, expand it here. I feel like you really need to, you're being asked to trust your gifts, to trust your past lives, the gifts you had, what you learned, those experiences, to be able to incarnate them here for the 5D earth, so to speak, as people are calling it, the new earth. You are bringing through, I feel like you're just this open channel, and you are in contact with your galactic guides, and you are a channel for that energy. And I feel like you're sharing these cultural ideals that the Pleiades, how they live, almost like in a parallel reality. They live at this present time and how they're living through us. So it's this experience of we share the same beliefs, we share the same ideals and values, and we're helping you at this time to make those alive here with the new earth. A lot of this is around family. Pleiadians revolve around community, working together, cooperation. There's a big theme with joy, expression of joy through music, dance, passion, creativity. There's a lot of creativity in this pile. So you may be an artist or a dancer or a writer, musician. You share these gifts with your family in some way. You want to share these gifts with greater humanity. You may be receiving light codes, sacred geometry, and bringing that through, like light language, through you're speaking to others, through your music, through your artwork, for instance. I feel like you're wanting to live those Palladian ideals. Those are your ideals. That's from the Lemurian area as well. How do we cultivate a healthy conscious connection between each other? How do we all work together so we're all thriving? And this idea of let's all do this together rather than just get told what to do by somebody above us or something like that. You are leading the pack. You are being asked to be courageous during this time. I see you moving forward with a wand lit on fire, like you're trailblazing. That's the word I was looking for. You're trailblazing, and you're going to be building this lifestyle and infusing these ideals and these values through community and through family, and teaching people how to do this. I feel like you live very close to the land, and you're wanting to teach communities, schools, families through this way of working close to the land. I feel Hawaii, I feel Mount Shasta, I feel those Lemurian connections coming through as they lived very close to the land. There were crystal farmers and herbologists, and you're feeling the energy of the Vegans come through here, where they honored the whole system of the body, holistic health, for instance, healing naturally, all that coming through. I feel like you're really wanting to, you might even have like an idea to build a holistic retreat center or healing center. For you, this is really about humanity and about giving back and about service. So for instance, let's see. I feel like because you are working so deeply with the whole and with humanity, you have a lot of star races trying to help you at this time, to give you a lot of different perspectives, a lot of different ideas, a lot of different ways of doing and living. And also you've got the Lemurian values coming through, your own ancestry, your own incarnations, that are helping you to stay close to what that was, staying close to the land, being able to nurture the earth once again like you did before, to be able to work with the earth in tandem with the earth, in cooperation with the earth, so it serves us, the people, and the earth itself. So there's a real closeness to the land with this pile 3. It doesn't mean you're not contending with your own issues. You may have fears coming up being a trailblazer. You may not want necessarily to be in that position. Maybe you crave being a hermit or crave the alone time. You could be a water sign, maybe a Cancer, for instance. You've got that crab shell vibe going on where you just want to be alone a lot and process a lot and channel. To be able to share it with the world is a whole new thing. So you may have spent a lot of times in past lives in caves, being a yogi or a hermit or a meditator, or like I said, a crystal farmer, doing a lot of the work on your own alone, where you gave it to somebody else to then connect with humanity through the teachings or through the thing, whatever it was, the crystal or the herbs. You were the farmer, but you weren't necessarily the one who supplied it to the people. Well, now you're being asked to supply something to the people. You may feel comfortable coming out of your shell, coming out of the cave, being the one who speaks out, being the one who trailblazes. So have courage during this time. Use your fire, use your inspiration, your desire to bring these values to the new earth. Use that flame to keep you moving forward on the trail, keep you moving ahead. Keep sharing your ideas, okay? It's not going to do any good to keep them locked away here in hermit mode in the cave. Share your ideas with the world. Share them with your family. They can take they can take on new life and have a rebirth once you share your ideas with others. Other people can take them and run with them who are ready to, who want to take them in a new way, who want to be more creative with them. And you can do that in your own way with your own ideas. So it's like nothing bad will come of opening up to the whole at this time for you, opening up to humanity and the collective, how we can all work together for the betterment of the earth and of our own lives, of the societal structures and how they serve us, everything. It feels like everything's on the table for you here. You have a ton of support. I'm feeling mostly Lemurian energy with you guys and Vega. And then, of course, Pleiades. I think that's the strongest is Pleiades and Lemuria. So let's go deeper into this and let's see how this is showing up in the tarot. I'm going to flip these cards. I'm going to shuffle these cards. How might, what's the next best step from your star families? Where are they leading you to with this? Let's look at that. Where are your star families? Because I know they're giving you downloads through this meditative alone time that you're experiencing. You're having visions. You know, you're seeing the future. You're seeing the way. But the way of the future is by things implementing now, implementing these visions now, getting creative and doing things with these visions now, because you've got present 3 times. So it's all about the now for you and community and how you can bring what you've learned from your past into, how can you give it life? That's what it feels like. Give it life. Okay, let's get a few more here for you guys. Under the bottom of the decks is six of Wands in reverse, and with the Queen of Cups in reverse. There's a setback here you're feeling. Some emotional setback. You're lost a little bit in something. It's you're asked to be courageous right now. You're processing something that hit you pretty hard, something deep, something in the heart. You're not feeling very victorious. That's why I think they're trying to light your fire. They're trying to get you to share your vision. Oh, my light went out. I'm so sorry about that. But maybe it got too hot. I think we're still okay with being able to see. We have beautiful lighting in here. It's like a metaphor for this light going out. You know, you're trying to light your own inner fire right now because you feel like a little bit of your light has been lost. Maybe something has disappointed you. Maybe a dream that you wanted so badly didn't work out. You're not feeling like you're being supported by your community, but I'm feeling like they're really trying to bring that in for you. Let's see what else. Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I think you feel like you missed an opportunity. Okay, the Hanged Man. Yep, the last pile actually got the Hanged Man as their significator. The Tower. Yeah, something didn't work out. Okay. And the Devil. So maybe you found yourself stuck in some old patterning. Maybe a past relationship didn't go the way you wanted it to. Maybe you're caught in self-sabotage. Let's see. What is this Devil about? What happened here? We've got a Tower. It looks like something You're kind of waiting for, what you were working toward. You're feeling deeply emotional, almost depressed and stuck. What you were working toward didn't work. You've got the Ankh here hanging you from the tree. I'm not even joking. Eternal life. You're trying to go within to get a fresh perspective on something that didn't work. You're trying to figure out what happened. I think it might have been past wounds. You were operating through the subconscious, through the shadow self. It was controlling your choices. It didn't go well. Things fell apart. You now don't feel victorious and you don't really know how you can move on. The Egyptian eye is here as well on her dress. You have the wisdom within you to navigate this, okay? This happened on purpose to align you with where you're headed next. This happened so you could see what you did not want as far as how you were operating and what you were choosing through your life, to start to help you choose in new ways, operate in new ways, and be empowered. All these readings have been about stepping more into your power and something specifically aligning you with your power. So, there's that eye there as well. That's so beautiful. I love this stuff. This was for your benefit. This is so you could come into your power, so you could find your strength. This is so you could have more of your consciousness on board to lead you toward victory, to lead you home, to lead you toward your ultimate happiness. Seeing the 10 of Cups. Something was in charge in your life that wasn't serving you. That's what's being taken away. You're not losing anything that is meant for you. What you're losing is a type of, I don't want to call it this, but a poison's been pulled out of you because it was hurting you. And now you're being shown a better way, a more conscious way, a more unconditionally loving way to treat yourself and others. And to, wow, 7 of Cups. See, I feel like a relationship was botched. Maybe it was very, very passionate and it was distracting and it sent you into your wounding, and it, you have the Queen of Cups in reverse here, the 7 of Cups up right here. It's like there was so much illusion and confusion around this relationship. It didn't have the ground, it didn't have the stability, but you had the connection, you had the chemistry, you had the magic, and that's why it was so distracting, and that's why you were feeding it, but it didn't have what you needed to move forward with a strong stability, a clear mind, to act and live with integrity. It was very emotional. I'm getting, what else about this devil? It was a karmic connection, maybe even a twin flame connection, but it feels like it was not helping you move forward. Wow, 2 cups. 2 cards right in the water. Isn't that amazing? I mean, you actually got 3 because here's the vision of the water as well. With the moon. So you've got 1 full moon, 2 crescents, the Princess of Cups. This tower was to bring you back to the essence of your true soul self, your inner child, your joy. This was hurting you. It didn't mean the person was bad. Maybe they also were acting through their shadow, and that's, you were bumping heads, kind of thing. You were holding each other back. And so the tower moment happened to free you both, to send you both on a path of empowerment, getting clear, understanding your shadow sides, healing deep wounds, healing the inner child, bringing you to your joy, bringing you to your fulfillment, helping you to feel victorious, sending you on a new path, a straight path toward victory, toward your alignment and toward your destiny. So emotionally, I feel like you're caught in the current of what was and what could have been. And I feel like they're wanting you to see the bigger picture of there was a lot of shadow you were operating with, and it wasn't in your highest integrity and it wasn't in theirs. And you're both learning and growing, and to just have that compassion for both of you during this process. It doesn't mean you're not going to come back together. You're just apart right now as you go on your individual journeys and discover what you need for yourself, to supply, to resource for yourself what you need. So you're not trapped in a codependent connection or relationship, so you can learn how to have securely attached, healthy relationships. They're asking me to pull one of these cards, which I will do. What do you need to know about growing your healthy relationship? What is a good lesson for you at this time? And I've literally never even used these. They're in the pack. You guys get them. Okay. I'm excited for you here. Okay. Big old shuffle, all right? Okay. Let's move these guys out of the way. How can you mend now that you're each on your own path? You're each going through your own healing process. You're each deserving of love. You love each other. There's connection here. You communicate really well. Just, I feel like it just needs air. Okay, they don't want me to shuffle anymore. It just needs space. What does pile 3 need to know about this connection? And actually, what does pile 3 need to know about growing healthy relationships? What's that nugget they need to learn about relationships? What's that nugget they need to learn? You're in stage 1. That's good to know. Setting the foundation. Yes. What do you need? Learning about what you need from yourself, okay? I want you to know that your wants and needs matter to me. So your wants and needs should matter to your partner, but first and foremost, they should matter to you. And that's how you want to approach a relationship, going with your eyes open, your mind clear, your heart full from the love you give yourself, and saying, I'm ready to share this full cup with somebody because I understand my own wants and needs, and I understand what it feels like for them to get met or neglected, both, right? I understand what it feels like to be with someone I feel safe with, for instance. And then we have another setting the foundation. You got 2 setting the foundations. Appreciation, what it feels like to be valued. You're at the foundational stage. So work on your relationship attachment style. That's what the advice is here. I see you and I value you for the person you are and for your many positive qualities. So, you are worthy of love. And whatever this was, the reason it shifted, the reason it broke down, the reason it went awry was to show you that you're worthy of so much more. You are worthy to live in alignment, and you are worthy and deserving of love just as they are. This was had through shadow, and it was had through codependence. That's what it feels like anyway. And it was slightly toxic and karmic. So don't worry. See this as a reset. See this as a start over. This is the fresh Aries new moon energy, Pluto into Aquarius. Look at what's important to you. Look at your values and beliefs. Remember who you are. With these Lemurian lives coming up, be courageous. You can get through this rough time, through this breakup, through this shifting, if it has broken up. Look for people who share your same ideals and beliefs in family and family values, and allow yourself to feel supported by those groups at this time. That's what I'm getting. And work on your foundation. Work on loving yourself. Work on resourcing for yourself. How do I give myself what I need first? So then eventually when I'm ready, I can go out and share that with another. And that way you will always have space for yourself in the relationship, even when you're joining another on a journey. And you will always know how to take care of your own happiness, take care of your own needs. And yes, of course, it's nice and it's okay and it's healthy to be able to need somebody else, but to know true happiness only lies within, and to know for yourself, no one is responsible for that, for your life, for your happiness, but you. So there's some basics here, foundational things here that need to be integrated and understood, and wounds that need love, feelings that need felt, emotions that need heard and expressed in a healthy way. So talking to a therapist or someone that you feel close to. So you have a big life ahead of you. I just want to say, your connection, what you can offer humanity through what you learn here is massive. Maybe it has to do with, of course, you have so much about community and family, you learning so much through relationships. This is a part of the puzzle for you here. What you learn here, you're going to be sharing, living close to the land, having healthy conscious connections with family, friends, coworkers, colleagues, the community at large. This is big. This is part of your spiritual lessons, part of your life lessons, part of your destiny. You are meant to learn this. You are meant to meet this person. You were meant to have this tower moment, and you're meant to learn from it now and take all those nuggets, all those jewels, everything you learn, all those spiritual lessons, all that higher learning, right? The spiritual lessons often come with those really strong 3D experiences and challenges and trials. But these are spiritual lessons, okay? This is feeding your crown, this is feeding your evolution, and you're meant to bring that eventually, okay? Not yet. Right now you're doing it for yourself. You're in the hermit mode, and that is perfectly okay. You are meant to bring this out into the community and to start to teach conscious connection through relationships, through family. That is one of your destinies, okay? So I see children, I see families, I see people living in community together on land. It's that kind of thing. It's the whole of it. You're the whole of it. And what you can bring, it's so nourishing and it's very deep. So keep going. Okay, this is big stuff. Let's pull from the Kipper deck, which will give us more details about what could be coming up for you right now. This has really been powerful for all the other two piles. And I want to see what this brings for you. So what's coming in here? Star families, what can you tell us about the details that are the next best step? More details here. 39, which is a 12, community. I mean, whoa, you guys, really. Just reach out to your community right now, especially if you're feeling depressed. You have a lot of water cards, Lemurian era here. You're in the emotions. You like being in the emotions. So just process it in a healthy way, creative way, spending time with like-minded people. Like bad health, this could signify getting depressed or having mental health issues, or just this all getting to you, being overwhelmed and anxious, for instance. So let's do another. You're going to get through this. You have support, okay? This is a stable number. You got a 31, it's a 4. You are going to learn from this, okay? Stick with community. Do something creative. Be part of a circus. I feel like you've got this circusy type of energy. A gift in reverse. This is a gift. This is a blessing in disguise, okay? This is a blessing in disguise. Yep. Distant horizons, a 9. You're moving into your empowerment. You may even start traveling. You're going to be getting visions of how this is all going to work together. Activations, downloads. Your anchor is being released so that you can move forward in your life. Despair. Yeah, this pile, you've dropped into a little despair. It's okay. When things break down that were so valued and so held close to your heart, of course. Excuse me. Bottom of the deck is mature man. I feel like this could be a therapist. Yeah, I've got the family room here. Staying close. I just feel like for you, it's so important to have a community around you, supports you, loves you, has similar values and ideals as you do, is very creative. Talking to a therapist, without a doubt, if you feel comfortable with that. Somatic therapy, I dove into that for a while. I absolutely adore it. I recommend somatic therapy above everything else. This is really going to shift things for you in your own space and in your own environment, which you need to do first before you bring it out into the world. So what's this about though? Distant horizons. Yeah, I feel like the technicolor, the full picture, the colorful picture will be coming in for you. This is a massive shift, new worlds, new horizons, freedom, the anchor dropping away, the old world dropping away. 36 is a 9, stepping into self-power, self-empowerment. Let's look at these though, just really quick. Can I see the gift in reverse, which is an 8? Yeah, it's like you can't move forward and see this as a gift yet because you're stuck a little bit in this despair, I feel like. Can I see the gift in reverse? What is this? 2 of Swords. It's like you can't move on. 2 of Swords in reverse. It's like you're stuck. You just feel stuck. You can't see the way forward. Peace has been disrupted. Obviously, this says peace at the top, and you're stuck in the middle there. You've got to use your tools. You know how to use your tools. You're a wise being. You've been put here for a reason. Don't use this as fuel for your next step, okay? This is fuel. This shift, this calamity, as it were, this is your fuel for your next step. You can turn this, what feels like a monster, feels like a collapse, turn this collapse into the next level. You can use this as compost for your next level of growth. This will bring you to the gold mine, I'm hearing, to your treasure, to what you were always meant to share and be a part of. I almost see you being even like a community leader. You're meant to be a leader. You're meant to let this out of you, to share this gift. coming out of that victim mentality will really help. Always trying to see that silver lining, working with your emotions in a healthy way through your creativity, talking to somebody. Take it all, use all the tools, listen to the readings, listen to the astrology, talk to the therapist, get out in your community, do it all, okay? I just feel like it'll help. Princess of Pentacles, something new is birthing from you. It's coming to an end, don't worry. I feel like, let's get one more there for this despair and Princess of Pentacles. This is ending, you guys, okay? It's gonna change, it's gonna change. Four of Cups, right? So this is not seeing the beauty in something, the beauty in the gift. So I feel like it's coming to an end. And I feel like for you guys right now, focus on your relationship attachment style. You have something massive to share with the world that has to do with the work you do on yourself. So do that work on yourself first. Then you'll know what to offer. Then you'll know how to give. Then you'll be more whole. We cannot offer to a partner if we're not whole, if we don't have self-love, self-trust, self-nourishment. And we can't offer to a community if we don't have that either. Work on yourself. It's that time, but a new horizon is coming to you, okay? You may be in this cycle of shadow work for the next year or two, but this is coming, distant horizons. So give it time, dive deep within, get into it, get into your community to help get yourself through this period of time and work on your attachment style with relationships. That's coming up huge for you guys. So let's get your advice, okay? From the guides, what can you ask yourself? What do your star families want you to ask yourself at this time? What role is mothering energy playing in my life? Nurture. You've got nurturing here. The Zeta Reticuli, embracing family. There could be a family wound here with the mother. Okay. What role is mothering energy playing in my life? How is this playing out? Look at this family again with the bunnies and fertility. So for you, your relational healing is huge here. Once you get into that, integrate that wound, you're going to want to establish and teach people how to establish healthy family relationships. This has been the whole of your life. This is one of your missions. This is, if not the mission, this is your destiny, okay? Looking into what role mothering energy has played in your life, what role is it still playing, and how do you want to nurture those in your life through those lessons that you've learned? This is big. Let's see what advice they have for you. What is your advice to pile 3? Okay. Release other people's emotions, okay? Release mom's emotions. Release abusive experiences through family members, no matter who they were. Neglect, abandonment, not being held, not being loved, not being honored as a child, whatever it might have been. Ask yourself, is this emotion mine? Are you carrying someone else's stuff? Exhale uncomfortable feelings that are not yours so they don't linger in your body. Inhale light and space. Inhale light and space. So that's so valuable. I do this all the time. You want to say, help me to release what is not mine, especially if you're feeling very emotional and you did get the Queen of Cups in reverse. Deep emotions overwhelming you. Help me first to release what is not mine. Help me to see the difference, and then help me to work on what is mine. Help me to integrate. Help me to love and nurture what is mine. That's big. Okay, so let's see. This is a really beautiful reading, you guys. This is big stuff. You're in the crux of something huge. Okay. So let's see, the crux. That's an interesting one. Okay, so what is your star family? What kind of encouragement does your star family want to give you at this time? Wow, the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. It feels like that. Remember I said that. This is all the way back to Lemuria. Okay, this is lifetimes. Lyra, okay, the energy of being the first incarnation of physical beings in this universe was Lyra and Vega. The first physical incarnation of consciousness. You are an old soul. You come from the Lemurian era. You have a lot to share, but there are wounds from those times that do need to be held, loved, and integrated, okay? There was a lot of wounding. There was mistakes, just like we all make. They had to evolve too. They're still evolving. those species, those races. They're still learning, they're still growing, and they have a lot to teach us, which is why they come in close as our guides. Ask them for help, especially with the mother wound, family wounds that are coming up, relational wounds, or attachment styles. This is the age of light, the age of Aquarius. You've been training for this. This is your time. It is all coming through this avenue of relating to others for you guys, okay? So, final card, final support system through the Lightworker Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. These have been such a powerful way to end these readings. I'm so grateful for this deck, Alana. Let's see what you guys get. What is your final message from the archangels, from our spirit guides for pile 3? What is their final message? What do you want to leave them with? What do you want them to know? Wow. Dark angel number 30. I see you. I do. Let's read this, you guys, and an invocation at the end, a prayer, an intention, which has been so powerful. These are really awesome. I really love these readings today. Super amazing. We're going to do this one in the future again, okay? So let's read about the dark angel. This really resonates. Okay, let me take a big deep breath. The dark angel comes to you with a radical truth. Divine love is always there for you, without exception. Love will never forget you. It will never stop caring for you and searching for you, I'm hearing. Even when it seems most unlikely, in fact, especially then. The divine is reaching for you and nurturing you. Even our wounds are ways that we can discover love and divine grace through the healing process. The divine is always helping you remember who you are and find your true joy. When the dark angel appears, you're being given a gift of light, even if it may seem to be a hidden blessing. That is your gift in reverse, the hidden blessing, the blessing in disguise. These readings have been so resonant, you guys. A dark mystery is one that helps us learn that even if things don't seem to be working out according to the timing or the methods that we believe necessary, the light and love of spirit are unfailing. If a door is closed in your face, it is the wrong door for you. Divine love will ensure that the right door opens at the right time. I'm like, this is amazing, you guys. When you encounter darkness, how you respond can make either the dark or the light victorious, okay? You are going to be victorious. Where did it go? Okay. How you respond, the 6 of Wands, can make the light or the dark victorious. Which one do you want to be victorious, okay? You can choose doubt and fear, or you can force the darkness to serve the light by choosing trust and faith. You are spiritually advanced enough to trust unconditionally. That is the trust that burns bright, not only when things appear good, but even when your mind thinks things seem to be heading in the wrong direction. Does unconditional trust mean that you give up if things get tough, assuming it's not meant to be? I have to read that again. Does unconditional trust mean that you give up if things get tough, assuming it is not meant to be if things get tough, so you're giving up? Okay. Of course not. Relying on unconditional trust and understanding the dark mystery, you are willing to go through periods of not knowing. You are willing to continue on your path even when you are not seeing immediate results, because in your heart you know it's right. This type of trust is powerful enough to release any separation between you and the universe. You know that even when the universe guides you into challenging territory, you shall benefit, grow in divine power, and become the amazing being that you are destined to be. Praying to the beautiful dark angel and writing, drawing, dancing your feelings, or dialoguing with your dream images, you can work through the pain of a challenging time and grow in wisdom. Remember, we got dreams with this. This is all this creative energy that's been coming through your reading. Then when you are ready, what matters is that you honestly express the depth of your suffering. Then when you are ready, acknowledge that the experience has helped you grow. Be grateful for that, or acknowledge it at least. Accept that the experience has made you grow, has helped you grow. As we realize how we have grown through the experience, turning what was once a source of pain into spiritual light, we masterfully transform our deepest pain into our greatest growth and spiritual accomplishment. We become true spiritual alchemists, releasing light from darkness. As you learn to put more faith in love than in fear, Your trust becomes increasingly unconditional, and you find the light even through the dark. In this way, you become initiated in the mystery of the dark angel. Then you can show others that this is possible. You can help others from victim consciousness and show them that inner peace is possible, even when they are facing the unpredictable twists and turns of life. This is what I've been saying through this whole reading. You have been going through a difficult time or struggling to heal an issue. The dark angel promises that even through the depths of despair, whoa, yes, the despair card, oh my gosh. Even through the depths of despair, you shall find the light. In your own time, you will rise again into trust, restored faith, and hope. All will be well. Okay, this is amazing. Here's your invocation, okay? So if you want to put the hands at the heart in prayer position or just sit quietly, close your eyes. Let's do this prayer together. I call upon the wisdom of unconditional love that I may be empowered to see the true light within everything and everyone, including that which holds the outward appearance of darkness. Wow. I honor the truth that darkness serves a purpose, and I treat it always as an opportunity to strengthen the light. I call upon the light of divine love to ignite the light of my own heart, strengthening it each day. Through divine grace, I am always held in the light. May divine grace shine through me and into the hearts and minds of all beings upon the earth. So be it. Wow, you guys, this was very powerful and magical. I mean, just take a look at that beauty of that dark angel. Again, with the creative energy, Empress energy number 30, which is a 3. Channel it into your creativity, all this stuff you're going through. Channel it. Absolutely gorgeous reading, you guys. Thank you to the Galactics. If you're in need of a personal reading at any time, please go to my website, let'sevolvetogethertarot.com. As a powerful exchange for this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. I would be eternally grateful. And I don't want to say goodbye, but I am. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste, and I'll see you with the next pick a pile. Thank you so much.